Real Fit Radio. I'm B, and it's my goal to inform, inspire, impact, and empower by any means necessary. So, without further ado, let's get to it. And today's topic, we're going to dive right in because the whole discussion that Lou and I were having is the don't want to do that you're doing every day that's assisting you with yielding the results you desire, or getting the goals met, whatever the ultimate, or get you that much closer to reaching the ultimate goal. So we were having a discussion about scheduling and just kind of getting some things together because we have our own individual endeavors and entrepreneurial ventures. And some of the things we were just talking about, it was really funny because you hear yourself. I was saying it and Lou was saying it. It's like, man, I know if I want to get this done, I'm gonna have to do this, and I don't want to do that. And but I'm gonna have to do it though. If I want to get it done the right way, or I want it to give me the type of schedule I want, or the type of results that I'm gonna need by this deadline or goal set, whatever the case. But that's pretty much what the discussion was, and I'll go ahead and let Lou get in because I tend to go. But that is what we're discussing today. The don't the thing that you don't want to do that you're doing that's assisting you with yielding the results or getting you that much closer to the desired outcome or goal set.
Yeah, I mean, pretty much what you said. A lot of times we want something and then don't want to do the things that it takes to get there. Like for example, me. I mean, I know for the most part, you only got 24 hours in a day, and I like to sleep. I don't care what time it is, what time I went to bed at night. If I can go to sleep early, I can go to sleep late. I like to sleep, and I don't like using my morning. But the thing is, I know I have a daily task that I like to set, and I mean a task list that I like to set, and I like to fulfill as much as I can in that task list. But I catch myself not fulfilling a lot of that stuff because I feel like I don't have enough time in the day. But the thing is, if I wake up earlier, then I can get at least 90% of the things done, and that's like, I mean, and I'm using that as an example because that's probably the best way somebody can relate to it. I have a goal. I know what I need to get done. I'm talking about daily, and the problem that I'm having is just simply waking up earlier. If I wake up at 5:30, I know I can get almost, if not everything done every time, bar none. Every time I can get it done. But the problem with me is I want these things to get done, but I don't want to wake up in the morning, and it ain't gonna happen like that. So as a result of me waking up later, I don't get everything that I want done, and it's like, oh well, I'll have to wait till the next day. I'll have to wait till the next day, and that's the problem I think a lot of us have just in general. Like we want these things, and it's tying into what you're saying. We want these things, and the things that we don't want to do, it definitely helps assist us to get to the ultimate goal. But most of us don't want to do it, and that's why we fall short of that goal on a daily basis. If you ask me.
Right. Yeah, I just think that sometimes, or you hear most people, I think you've probably heard this saying, you know, every everybody likes being an entrepreneur is really sexy, or you know what I'm saying, being self-employed sounds really good until you have to actually do the what's required to actually be self-employed and wearing many hats. You're the employee, you're the boss, you're the receptionist, the task manager, you're the person that has to come in. I mean, you're the person that has to come in and do all the behind the scenes, be in front. So it's so many things. It's so much more to it than just, again, the desired outcome. For me, my don't I don't like to exercise. I want everything to be fun, and I don't like having to continue to go back to the blueprint. Sometimes I don't want a day that's mapped out where I'm staying on task, where I'm looking at the list of things that I need to do and taking something off and adding something on. I just want to kind of just let the day take care of itself. I just kind of want to wake up and be in la la land. I get up early, but at the end of the day, I just kind of I don't want to make that new list for the next day, or I don't want to go back and check and cross things off. But I do have uh, um, a, an understanding of how imperative it is for me to do the things I don't want to do to get the results I desire.
Yeah, well, here's the thing, and I wanted to piggyback off the entrepreneurship thing you said about entrepreneurship can be super sexy. The biggest irony, and it just came to me right now listening to what you said, the biggest irony about entrepreneurship is this: entrepreneurship is actually more blue collar than most people think, and a 9 to 5 is more white collar than people think. Hear me out, because when you're working a 9 to 5, you really don't have anything to worry about other than that one particular task. You go there, you work, and you come home, and that's, if you ask me honestly, that's super damn easy. It's super easy to just, if you tell me, look, Jay, this is what I need you to do. I need you to do A through Z every day, 9 to 5. Can you do that?
And these are the results you'll yield. You get your paycheck at the end of the week.
Yeah,
in 2 weeks, I got you.
You tell me to do that on an everyday basis and I get a check. Cool, I can do that every day. But here is the thing: you're telling me as an entrepreneur that I have to wear all these hats. So I gotta look at my numbers. I gotta plan my day out. You're not planning it for me. I gotta take my lunch when I feel ready to take it. I may not take a lunch for 10 hours. You have to structure your day based off what you're trying to get done, and as a result, I mean, if you don't do any of that, nothing gets done. So, and all the pressure falls on you. No pressure of decision making falls on you when you're working at a job, but everything you do on a daily basis as an entrepreneur falls on you. If you decide to sleep in tomorrow morning, whatever don't get done, that falls on you. At a job, it don't fall on you. They can find somebody else that can do it, or have somebody help you if you come in late or something like that. So at the end of the day, like I said, that, when you're working for somebody else, and no disrespect to nobody that work for somebody else, but if you're working for somebody else, you kind of got like this white collar thing. The only difference is you're not getting paid white collar money. You're getting paid blue collar money.
So when you say white collar, because I'm not.
I don't mean corporate. That's just me saying, like, when I say white collar, I mean, because typically I'm just going off the whole masses.
You saying when you go into an office, that's white collar?
Got a suit on.
Blue collar is more
when
working,
you're hard
like
work,
okay,
manual labor,
I got
going, administration
okay.
jobs.
That's new. I never heard the white collar, but I get it because that's what you usually see.
Yeah.
Corporate
but
world, you see the tie, the white.
It's not literal for people out there. It's not literally saying you wearing a suit, because I know many entrepreneurs walking banks got on rag jeans and some flip flops and got more money in the bank than somebody that got a tailor made suit on. So make no qualms about it that I'm not saying you were wearing a white collar. I'm just using that as an analogy.
No, I get what you're saying. Well, the interesting thing that I've understood. And I've always said this again, and it goes back to what you don't want to do. Right. And also it kind of ties into how strong is it, like you don't want to do it, because some of us, we like, I don't want to go to this job, but right. The bigger don't there is, I don't want to have to create my own schedule. I don't want to have to go out and get my own paycheck. I don't want to create a space or have to go and find consumers for this product. I don't want to build up the market. Because
there's nobody to hold you accountable. I mean, except for you.
Right. So it's even, what I'm saying, it's even a bigger don't, because I'll say this to me. I could hear somebody. I know people like this. I don't want to be overweight, but I don't want to work out. You understand what I'm saying? So which one is the bigger don't? If I'm going through life, or my day consists of, I really don't want to work out, but I don't want to be overweight, or I'm not comfortable at this size. I can continue to stay in my the not so. I don't want to say there's not a strong enough. I don't want to be overweight versus I don't want to work out. So if it's just kind of like, Man, I'm gonna go ahead and order this pizza though, and have me a couple of glasses of wine.
You'd be
We
amazed at
clearly
how many
know,
people that do that.
right? But you clearly know the stronger don't there.
Yeah.
So usually, again, as I'm saying, what don't are you doing that gets you that much closer? It's even more so. What out of the two? You have to look at almost like the greater than or the less than sign. What's the biggest don't that you're doing? Usually, if it's easier to do that don't, you're not going to see the type of results you want. If
Right.
it's easier for you to go to that 9 to 5 every day instead of jumping out and starting to water your passion or really dive into something you enjoy doing and wanting to actually yield at some point uh, finances from it, or you want to have some sort of some residual income from it. If you don't want to really put the time, like I don't, I mean, I like it, but I don't really want to get into it that much. I'd rather keep it as a hobby. But I don't like going to this job. I hate going there. Again, the accountability. Like, I don't really want to work for somebody for the rest of my life. If that's really what you don't want to do, the bigger don't out of that is you really don't want to put the time in over here that'll actually release you from that 9 to 5.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're not doing that don't, then you know, like, you're not going to get the results you want. You can go ahead and get comfortable in that, what you say, the white collar chair.
Yeah. Oh,
and
yeah.
again, it's to each his own. I don't have an issue with either.
Me neither.
But again, just the conversation that we're having and we were having is, if you're not on a daily basis doing something that you really don't want to do, and it's tied into something that's going to yield the results you desire, then you're not going to see any type of desired result, the ultimate goal set, the outcome. You know, there's hard work and effort that has to be put in there. It has to be.
Being a former athlete, I seen it all the time where, you know, we want to win. Like I used to play for high school team, Galena Park. I mean, our ultimate goal was to always make it to the playoffs. Unfortunately, we never made it to the playoffs. I never got to play in a playoff game in my high school career. Like that sucks as an athlete, being competitive.
But you wanted to.
I wanted to, and some of my teammates' actions showed it. But a lot of them cats on the team, and I won't say no names, but a lot of those cats, they wanted to be a winning program, but didn't want to put in a winning program effort at practice. Like
the collective effort.
Yeah, like it all takes all of us to win, and here it is. Some people stand after practice to get what we didn't get in the original practice down. And then you got some that they don't show up to practice, and then it's like come game time, or even simpler, like just the simple thing of wanting to play in a game. Some cats want to play in a game, but then don't want to show up to practice. Like, okay, so let me get this straight: you want to get on the field with us that come to practice every day and sweat, bleed, and all this other stuff, and then come Friday, you ready to suit up? Like, it don't work like that.
The ambitions were not matching their actions.
Nah, at all. So yeah, that's a universal situation. We always want to do great things, but we never want to do the things that makes us great.
Right. Well, of course we could go on and on about this, but I have a call to action item for any of the listeners if you're willing to do it. Make a list of the don'ts that you know you need to do to get the desired result or yield the outcome that you desire. So I challenge and encourage you to do that. Again, it's a call to action item. We were doing it earlier, and we're gonna keep on doing it because there's a lot of stuff we don't want to do, but we need to start focusing on some of those big don'ts. Because remember, there's some small ones like I don't want to, and you got some where you just like I do not want to do that. But just again, if you are not doing what you don't want to do to yield the desired results, yeah, you're not gonna get it. Hey, buddy, you're going nowhere. And that's all for today. As always, I hope that we have been informative, we've inspired, we've impacted, imparted, and empowered in some shape, form, or fashion. Until next time, in the meantime and in between time, continue to ask, seek, and knock.